Fellow ninja, today we're going to discuss the classic game of chess using the Immortal Game by David Shenk as our guide. Together we'll explore how it can teach us about strategy and analysis in our ninja arts. Shenk was an American author and journalist who is known for his books on science and culture. In The Immortal Game, he draws inspiration from legendary chess players and uses it to explain how strategy and analysis can be applied in various aspects of life. As a ninja, we can certainly relate to this. Our training involves constant strategic thinking, assessing our opponent's strengths and weaknesses, and analyzing our surroundings. We've all used these practices in our ninja arts, whether it's in combat, reconnaissance, or even espionage. The Immortal Game captures a historic match played in 1851 between Adolf Anderssen and Lionel Kieseritzky and shows how its lessons apply to our ninja training. The game has been called immortal due to its beauty and brilliance. In this match, Anderssen sacrificed his pieces to create opportunities for attack, leading to a stunning checkmate. Let's discuss the basics of chess. Best of all, it's not a drag. Chess is played on a square board consisting of 64 squares in alternating light and dark colors. Each player starts with 16 pieces: 1 king, 1 queen, 2 rooks, 2 knights, 2 bishops, and 8 pawns. The objective of the game is to checkmate your opponent's king, meaning the king is in a position to be captured and cannot escape. Each chess piece has a unique role and set of movements that must be strategically used to achieve victory. The king can move 1 square in any direction, while the queen is the most powerful piece on the board and can move any number of squares in any direction. The rooks can move horizontally or vertically any number of squares, and the knights move in an L shape, 2 squares in one direction, and then 1 square in a perpendicular direction. The bishops move diagonally any number of squares, and the pawns can move 1 square forward but capture diagonally 1 square in front of them. Now let's connect the movements of chess to our ninja arts. In our training, we must also utilize our unique skills and abilities in a strategic manner to accomplish our objectives. Just like in chess, we must learn to anticipate our opponent's next move and plan our own accordingly. Our ninja training involves constant strategic thinking, assessing our opponent's strengths and weaknesses, and analyzing our surroundings. As ninja, we know the importance of sacrifice, whether it's our time, resources, or even our lives for the mission. We must also be willing to let go of our ego and pride, admit our mistakes, and learn from them. In the Immortal Game, we see the value of creativity and thinking outside the box. Anderssen's unorthodox moves were unexpected and caught Kieseritzky off guard. In our ninja arts, we should always be adaptable and flexible in our approach, finding new ways to achieve our objectives. Lastly, the game highlights the importance of analysis and planning. Anderssen had to carefully assess his opponent's moves and anticipate their next moves to create openings for attack. In our ninja arts, we must also analyze our opponent's movements and plan accordingly, whether it's for combat or espionage. Let's explore how we can apply these principles to our ninja training. During our mission to retrieve the lost scroll from the land of Ti, I knew that we had to be willing to sacrifice our own resources and time to achieve our objective. By carefully analyzing the situation and using creative thinking, we were able to successfully retrieve the scroll. In battles against the Akatsuki, we had to analyze our opponent's movements and plan our own accordingly. Just like in chess, we had to be willing to sacrifice our own well-being for the greater good, just as Anderssen sacrificed his pieces for the ultimate victory. In short, the Immortal Game teaches us about sacrifice, creativity, analysis, and planning, all essential qualities for the ninja. As we continue our training, let us remember the lessons from this game and apply them to our daily lives. Let us remember that our training is never complete, and we must constantly adapt and improve to meet the challenges of the ever-changing world around us.